Okay, good to go.
Okay, so last session, pretty short, sweet, and simple. The ritual advanced to the last slot on the clock. However, because of the fire escalating quickly and some crazy happenstance, the ritual didn't get to complete. However, the entire building was consumed in flame, but not before we were able to rescue Damon. And by we, I mean Oz. Oz rescued Damon. Technically, Damon rescued themselves, but it's fine. Everyone was back together. Did some crazy shit. Phelan also did some crazy things. Nadia recovered from extreme whiplash, and Gerecht actually got a good hit in. But again, the ritual was not allowed to complete because of the destruction from the flames. Luckily, you all escaped down through essentially aqueducts beneath the council building because all other exits were gone. Oz kind of bullied you all into, like, here, just come to my ship. Here, just come to my ship. Because, like, there's no way in hell you're going to be safe. And to be fair, Oz is probably correct. However, upon getting ready to escort your way out of there, you were all washed away with a familiar opalescent liquid. All of you, after finally coming to the surface from this liquid, found yourselves coming to the surface level of some sort of sea or ocean to catch your breath before going over the edge of a waterfall. In all directions as you look, as you were falling down this waterfall, it looks like the edge of the earth. It looks like all of the silly mythos that everybody has painted that picture of. Now, as citizens of Caining, you know that for hundreds of years, intercontinental travel has been impossible. Those that embark, and there are numerous continents that you used to know of, and in fact, many of those continents are shared names with some of the gods. You know that the distance between continents was excessive. It was always very vast, very large oceans between. However, in the last several hundred years, those that embark to the other continents never return. It's not eventually, they never return. It has been said by those that travel out, of course, all of the governments have since stepped in. It's basically tumultuous seas, storms, you hit reefs, it's impossible. You hit a point, it's just not easy to navigate in the current setting. You do also know there were great wars and calamities several hundred years ago, that the thought is the magics and things behind that probably caused, like, shifting in climates and things to cause reefs and things to form where they wouldn't have normally. At least that's the leading theories, and honestly, Caning's had bigger problems, especially as they've become more industrialized. Intercontinental travel, really not on the fucking priority list when you have people starving and there's basically World War I going on. It's just not been a concern. So here you are. Ocean as far as you can see behind you, and a waterfall for as far as you can see. You can hear it, and you can see the water dropping off. Past the waterfall, you see nothing but cloud cover. And there's, like, rainstorms and thunder. It's as far as you can see. Before you go over this waterfall, lose consciousness, and wake up somehow. You feel yourself being pulled underwater, back up, and you find yourself on a small, sandy, somewhat beach. We'll call it a beach. The sand around you is very intriguing. It's actually a black sand, similar to that of if you've been to the Hawaiian Islands or you know of that type of sandy soil. It's very volcanic, so there's flecks of green in it. But that's what's around you. A couple scattered, like, palm trees. Very clear, cool in fact, quite cold. Seawater next to you, touching your toes. You can still hear the rumbling of the waterfall. As you look up, I will tell you what you see currently. As you look up, you see in front of you a small, like, bay almost. However, where normally at a bay you would see walls of an island or cliffs, you see more waterfall. Where this, like, small bay area just falls off again to nothing but cloud cover and rain clouds. Behind you, you see a small forested area, basically palm trees kind of turning into deciduous trees of some sort, semi-tropical. You can hear birds. You can hear scuttling of some sort of creatures inside. There is, as you look above the tree line, there is some sort of mountain peak. Not quite a mountain, it's more of a hill-esque cliff thing, but there is some sort of fort, some sort of archaic and decayed fort atop this hill overlooking. So really you see tree line, you see this small bay area, and beyond that and behind that, you see a rock wall only being towered over by as far and as high as you can see waterfall. All the way up you see waterfall, all the way out to the sides. This little island, we'll call it, is perched beside this massive waterfall. Anything out past it is clouds and fog. And just before you wake, you hear a feminine voice reach out to you saying, "Help, my chosen." You recognize that voice. You've heard it before. But you become conscious at this moment.
I had just heard this voice like an hour ago, right?
Yes.
Where in Caining are we?
That's a great question.
There's a hunk of ice on the beach, I would also like to point out.
Son of a bitch. Damon! Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Damon he got bored.
How could he possibly have gotten bored?
That was like, what? Not even a second of travel?
Where's Phelan?
I'd say the most enthusiastic about this in the first place.
We will say that you will notice
Oh my god.
there are two tiny, like, there's a little set of footprints that go into the forest. But no Phelan. But these are Phelan-sized prints.
Oh my god.
Well, at least one of us has made ourselves at home.
I suppose so. I don't know, he did not seem okay when we finished up everything over there.
I think there's plenty of that to go around.
This is true.
Can I make some sort of insight check based on the climate and the...
Yeah, go for it. Please do.
Okay. Yeah.
And also, also, yes, Lizzie, by the way, you do know which countries those people were from, and I will tell you that.
Okay,
it
cool.
becomes, because it will become pertinent.
Alright. That is a 7 and an 8, so that's a 15. And I did level up my flash of insight to 2 questions.
Okay. This is a tropical environment. I will tell you, just like this is tropical. It is humid. It is pleasant. So it's not overly hot, but it is very pleasant. We're sitting probably somewhere. It's toasty, but with the humidity, it probably feels a little hotter. 78, with pretty decent humidity. The plants, everything looks very healthy. You can smell fruit on the air Like, I will point that out. You can smell, like, this is fairly lush. But yeah, so that's the base level.
Okay. I mean, I guess so. It was winter in Osavale, right? So either we're in the southern hemisphere or we are equatorial, probably, just based on real life geography. So I guess like palm trees, right? That's a pretty specific thing. Is that like something you'd see in Sukan? Is that something you'd see in Kritin? Like,
That would be more Sukon and Krithin, like, coastline. Like,
Okay.
Zural and Mirren, you are not even going to see that there. You're going to see that further south.
okay. Gosh, I'm like in the real world. Like, if the ocean's chilly, then that means there might be a coastal jet stream or something.
Well, there's a
I mean,
reason this one's chilly.
Okay.
Would it be the giant block of ice on the
why
shore?
is the water chilly then? Flash of
Okay,
insight.
that's because there is constantly new source of water. The water is not stagnant at all. This does not. What's weird is you're sitting there and your feet are touching. The water is flowing outward.
Right, because there's the waterfall pushing the water past us, so it's not
Yeah,
like a tide
so
of...
as you're sitting there, you're realizing the water is coming onto this island, somehow filtering through, but this water is coming out into this bay area and falling over the waterfall. So this is a constant influx of fresh water.
The water around us is fresh, not ocean.
It is fresh water. It is not salt water. This water,
Yeah.
where you're at, is currently fresh water.
Interesting.
Which you would only assume because it's being filtered through whatever rocks and sediment and everything.
I'm gonna hold on to my second flash of insight, I guess.
Okay.
For now. Oh, I'm tempted to just say, so where are we in the world? But
That one you wouldn't know.
Okay.
That is about. I'm not gonna let you waste that one. You wouldn't know.
Okay. All right.
But I don't know where we are, but we're not in Osavale anymore.
Well, shit. All right.
Should we follow
ask you-
Phelan?
Oh, should we? Oh, that's a great question.
What's in the direction that Phelan went?
Yeah.
Forest, rainforest.
forest? Hmm.
So before you see this tree line, you can tell there's like varying. Basically, this bay area, like it's kind of like a bit of a crescent shape, right? And on this backside, whatever you can see back there, you see this rock wall, right, with the waterfall. But you do see that at some point the elevation kind of climbs, and there is some old like fort or encampment, something that's at the top of that like hill cliffy structure. So clearly there is some sort of pathway up to that. You can tell, like, this isn't a huge island, but it's not like exponentially small either. Like, it's at least a good 2 miles to that point. Like, if you're looking to go, you're like, okay, that's about at least a 1 to 2 mile hike. Like, it's not like boop.
Well, at least that's something. I'm gonna start going in the direction of the tiny footprints.
Okay. You will also notice that there are like some, weirdly enough, like further overhead, you can tell, like, you hear rumbling, so you can tell like some sort of rainstorm is gathering. It's not like but this is odd already. I mean, that's the bottom line. This is odd already. The sand is black, which is volcanic. Like, this existing in general somewhere is weird.
If nothing else, I would suggest that we get out of the rain.
Oh, shall we head for the fort?
I'm all for any other ideas.
I really don't know if we have much of the choice, right?
I mean, we could get wet. Nadia says, starting to walk to the forest. Is Oz with us?
Giggity.
Nope.
We see Oz.
If you You do.
Where?
They are. They go kind of in the direction that Phelan went before, veering off straight towards the fort.
I see. So Phelan was walking away from the fort.
Phelan's like kind of going into the woods, and Oz went, okay, whatever. And then there's just like this beeline. There was probably some sort of argument that happened there, and Oz was like, the things that you know, at the very least, it looks like they deliberately went different directions.
Ah. Well, in the meta knowledge, finding Phelan is not gonna work out for us. So,
Well, and also the moment it hits the tree line, you don't see tracks anymore.
They'll rejoin us when they're ready to.
Yeah. The fort's a very obvious point to go, so we should just head there, right? We're gonna talk about... Well, actually, did you hear that voice? A voice saying... the Chosen and... help and, something about rising up or something? I heard it right after I spoke to Vodka, too.
Just to clarify, did we all hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
I've heard that voice once before when Phelan and I had the weird flash moment thing.
One where you saw the experiments, right?
Yes, it was in that same moment the voice told us something about being chosen and needing to help it.
Well, Gerecht, you weren't there when explained this. Actually, you were, I think.
I believe I was with the young
Derek
prince.
just looks very confused. Yeah.
Oh, we had like a whole weird flash moment thing. Phelan and I were rats, and we were the rats being used in the experiments that were taking place when the war originally started. They were doing the weird experiments and making weird creatures and experimenting with druidic magic. And for some reason, do you remember the doctor that we saw murdered on the train? That one.
Yeah.
And then the woman who was with the doctor, or right next to them, that we like, basically, we interrogated her, and she wasn't guilty, but we were still very harsh.
We had no reason to think otherwise.
Fair. She was in the vision, basically. And it was just us seeing how... to be honest with you, I'm not sure, but it was very crazy.
Why were you rats?
That's a great fucking question. And the worst part is I was the rat that got like the weird mutations. Yeah. It's pretty fucked up, if you ask me. Yeah.
Gerecht is just gonna very, very, subtly not pay close attention to the fact that has multiple arms and all this other stuff. Like, yes, weird experiment.
Yes. Yes.
As you guys begin to walk that way, you hear like the sound of rutting, and you hear quick rustling as you see like a small like javelina type boar run quickly.
Does it look like...
not going to starve here?
I was gonna say, does it look like it's running away from something, or is it just like freely running?
It's like it heard you and was like, "Oh shit, sticks," and ran.
Ah, this is the skedaddle run. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like it's not like boar size. Like it's just a smaller, like little javelina-sized piggy. But yeah.
Well, shall we?
Somewhere also, I would like to point out like a fun cross between like a potbelly pig and a javelina. Like it's kind of chunky.
Darren.
What?
Would like to get down on all six legs, 6 digits, and start running after the pig. She wants to catch it because she thinks it's cute.
Oh god.
No.
Okay. Then I will need you to do dexterity. This is going to be dexterity willpower, or dexterity insight. This is a a check of your initiative.
Dexterity
I
insight.
didn't-
Okay, wait. I actually have to open up my thing. Wait, where is it? I don't have
Oh,
any of my
God.
stuff.
Dear God, I also
This
have
is
to
this
roll
is gonna
initiative.
go great.
This
I
is
hope
gonna
so.
go horrible.
I have the
Poor
guess
little
well.
piggy.
I know, poor piggy. Oh god, that's a
Oh.
5.
That's okay. The piggy rolled a 3. So, like, you go to run after it, and it is so terrified that there is a large person thing chasing after it. It just does, like, the Scooby-Doo run and slips on, like, a big palm leaf, smacks into a tree.
I just want to catch it.
Okay, you do it. You just, like...
You're all right. I want to secure it with all 4 arms and just... All right, you're all right. I just wanted to say hi. Okay, and she's gonna use one of her arms and try to grab a leaf and just be like, "Look, it's for you."
So there is now holding this tiny pig, which, by the way, as you hold it, you realize this is not a pig, and you just see stuffing leaves at it.
I want to be gentle. I want to put it in front of its face. I don't want to shove it in. I just want to put it
Yeah.
be like, "Look, it's for you. It's all right.
Now it's doing like the scared, just like,
It's all right." And I'm gonna kind of just very gently use one finger and just try to pet its little face.
okay,
Nadia's
then I
like
need...
looking up at Gerecht to be like,
This is gonna be a willpower insight just to see if you can calm the tiny piggy.
D6. Okay. D8. D6. Okay.
We have been on this island for about 5 seconds, and Megan is
Oh,
already
God.
trying to have pets.
It's a 6. It's not very good. I hope it works.
Okay, it is still just terrified. Just shy, but it is terrified. It's not like... You can continue to work at this. Are you just gonna continue to hold it as you walk?
Yeah, now I'm gonna go back to them and I'm gonna act like nothing happened and I'm just gonna keep walking.
There is a terrified piglet. Or pig. Well, I mean, young pig.
I was gonna say, does it seem like a youth, or...
Yeah, it's like an adolescent would be the best way. It's not like a baby, but it's an adolescent. This is this is an animal old enough to be on its, but not for very long.
Okay, I just want it to be like secure in the three arms, but with the other arm I'll just be petting it and just walking.
Are we certain that there isn't a mother nearby?
Not at all.
Then it may be best to not hold on to the infant.
Possibly, but if we're stranded here, now we have a friend.
A friend was not the word I was expecting you to say, but sure, we have a friend. Okay.
What were you
Gerecht was
expecting?
thinking, we have bacon.
And Gerecht's just gonna not answer that question and start walking off towards the camp.
Well, I for one thought you said you were going to say dinner personally, but
Oh my god. No, I would never eat meat.
really?
No. Oh, I don't know.
All right. So-
do as you continue.
Did we
go ahead
never
and,
realize
like...
that was a vegetarian this whole time?
No.
To be fair, we haven't eaten many meals together.
That is fair.
Like I guess we have, but we haven't talked about what we're eating.
Yeah.
Except for somebody who's very intent on apples.
That's very true.
Okay.
Right,
so you continue through.
Yeah, what do we... I feel like normally we don't ask a lot of questions, except for you, Nadia. You're very good at keeping us focused. Do we need to ask more questions? I feel like this is very confusing.
Oh, you mean like why we're here right now, or
Yes.
hey, mysterious spooky lady who speaks in our head but says we're chosen? What the fuck? Who are you? Why are you choosing us?
This is just a shot in the dark, but the establishment up at the top, where there might be some sort of sign of humanity, might be a good bet that we may have some answers there.
Now, I don't know if this would work, but Nadia could try and reach out in her mind and be like, hey, spooky lady. I don't know if she has a good enough impression of this person, so
Not really. You're reaching out. I will tell you, you know you don't have a grip and you are reaching out in the dark.
Reaching out in the dark is fun.
No, that's what my character did in Curse of Strahd, and I thought I was reaching out to a really cool god, and it was Strahd, and I got myself turned into Strahd, and
Whoa.
We lost the
That's
campaign.
Yeah.
basically.
No, we won the campaign. It's just we lost
Barely.
you.
Yeah.
It was not sad.
Okay.
Okay. So
Need to
you continue
roll?
through the forest. But yeah, if you're gonna do that, I do need you to roll. Let's just make this willpower. Willpower. You are spitballing, man.
You got this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a double one. That's too narratively interesting to re-roll, I think.
Hold on.
Nadia.
Oh no.
Nadia.
I just love having eldritch entities invade my body that threaten to kill me. It's so much fun.
Nadia.
Yeah.
The edges of your vision grow dark. Above you, you start to see a silver point of light. This silver point of light grows to look similar to this bright white sunlight above you. You realize at the edge of this light there are like these writhing beams of like what you would think like a sun looks like. This is a stark white star almost above you. The longer you focus in on this, you now see that there's almost some sort of eye at its center. This is not some sort of sun, this is something's face. The whole thing is an eye, and it is now, you realize, is surrounded by glowing white silver tendrils. And it is looking directly down at you. As it just stares and starts to grow bigger. You feel this weight above you. As though it is bearing down on you.
Is this whatever Valker what is? What? Or is this...
This is not Valker.
Okay,
This
good.
is not Valker. Gerecht, as you're walking, you see Nadia pause. Suddenly, out of the corner, like as you look at her eyes, there is sparking across her eyes before they are silver white as she is standing there frozen. You get a sick feeling at the pit of your stomach as the hairs on your entire body stand on end because you feel something. Nadia, this presence gets closer and closer to where it is right here, and you are staring it in its eye. Gerecht. Nadia turns to you, tilts her head. So this is the company you keep now. As Nadia's voice is not what you hear, but that of somebody higher up.
What are you doing here?
I've been invited in.
Ay, Scheiße, Nadia.
This is what you're doing. I provide you an opportunity. This is what you're doing. Quickly turns and looks at back to you.
I wasn't given much choice.
Weak.
And
There was
who's
a
to
path
blame for
forward.
that? I came to you for help. I came to you for the strength to accomplish what it was that I needed to do. If
And I
I'm
gave
the
you
weak
plenty.
one, perhaps you haven't given enough.
You just don't like to use it because you have friends. You could have carved a path of blood. You chose not to. Maybe this one's a better conduit anyways.
Don't you dare.
Strange. What are you gonna do about it? As there's like this sick smile that appears. Kill me?
Fabula
We'll be
knows
in
that that's
touch.
impossible.
As there's just like a pat on your shoulder. And Nadia, back in. This eye is just staring at you this entire time as it grows closer and closer until you feel like you can't breathe.
Who are you? What are you?
I am the one.
On what?
The one above all else.
Do I know he's trying to say Luxnas?
Oh yeah. That's when you start to piece it together.
Oh, the silver sun? And I'm like,
And
silver?
you are incredibly crossing lines by being here, aren't you?
Hey.
Wearing that shit as the necklace grows hot in front of me.
Garrett's just going to grab Nadia's body by the shoulders.
I would like you to, whatever you were doing, you're trying to, I will allow you to roll.
I'm just trying to get them to snap out of it.
Okay, let's go Dex willpower.
Dex willpower. That's going to be an 8.
An 8. You start to feel like Nadia's coming through? Nadia?
The cricket folk were promised to the moon. That's...
Then the fate that they all were served was just, wasn't it?
What do you mean? What fate?
They're where they need to be.
Excuse me? Where?
As you can just feel this like sick sense of like glooming, like just
And anyway,
it feels familiar. It feels familiar. You've been treated this way before.
And anyway, you aren't the one of your kind anyway, are you?
Above all else.
Are you? Nadia! Wait, Nadia, let's have a little sense check before you start running your mouth. Nope.
You
By
can
the
roll
way-
again, Gerecht.
Yep, Garrett is still trying to snap Nadia out of
Are
it.
you doing anything? Are you just standing there petting your pig while this is happening?
What did you say?
I said, are you just like petting the pig while this is happening?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
No, I will say I probably take a step or two back just to kind of like give this
Okay.
space because this is obviously something Garrick seems comfortable with, and I am scared as fuck.
Okay.
Does Garrick seem comfortable to you?
Nadia gets the fuck out of there. And I'm shaking at a 5.
Oh god, yeah, you're shaking. But
No,
as
what's
you
going
do
on?
that, you start to see like there's a glowing from your eyes. It's like Luxnas is not letting go.
Yeah. Really? You're the most powerful then? That's what you're saying?
Yeah. If not, I will be. When I'm finished.
Do you ever meet my father? Crazy girl. Alright.
He was a good servant. He chose right in the end.
What?
What? Right. That's what you all do. Huh.
Darren,
Mm-hmm.
is this a spell? Would this happen to be a spell or something that someone is putting onto Nadia? Like, would this count as a spell being placed on her, or that she's placed under?
She has technically placed on herself an ability.
Yeah, it's part of my.
Okay, then the only thing I have... I have a symbol that I want to attempt to use and see if it would help.
Mm-hmm.
It's a symbol of sorcery. So the total mind point cost of spells that target the creature bearing the symbol is reduced by 5.
Okay.
So it's basically
So-
supposed to, I guess, reduce the level of spell that they're able to use, or like reduce the strength of it. I guess
Okay.
is effectively what it does. So I want to see if that will help. And I'm just going to take one of the arm that was petting the pig and just tap Nadia and go, eh. Just
Okay.
place the symbol.
At the same time, Gerecht.
I was gonna say, as this is happening, I don't know if there's any way that I can adjust this, but I'm going to try to. I'm just gonna speak out to the universe and just try and will this to happen. I don't know what that's going to take, but just, you know, I've already advanced your goals to where you want, even in spite of what I have said. You know this. Get out of them. You already have me. Get out!
Okay, then I will let you roll willpower.
I would like to utilize my bond as well if I can.
Yes, you can.
Fantastic. That will be a 12.
And that is actually enough because of sorcery, reducing that just enough.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, Nadia, you are sitting there and this weight starts to get heavier and heavier on your chest before suddenly you are snapped out of it and Gerecht is standing before you and is like petting a pig. But like ESA style.
Nadia seems to
Nadia
be
just
themselves.
sits down in the dirt and like puts her head in her hands. This is. There are creatures I do not understand out there. This is the second.
What the hell just happened?
You stupid girl.
Oh. I don't want to hear it, Gerecht.
You are
And
messing
you're the
with
one-
powers you do not understand.
Oh, well, why don't you explain those powers to me?
You've already
You
seen
understand
it.
them then?
I understand the consequences of messing with what you don't understand.
And what are the consequences, Gerecht?
You're looking at them. Look,
Sitting there with the pig.
Pig.
I know we don't know each other that well, but I can see you have a hunger in you, a curiosity. It's going to get you killed. Or worse.
Really don't need more lectures. I was trying to find out why we were brought here. I don't know why that went so catastrophically wrong. Like shivers. Yep. Firm though. Silver sun.
You're lucky you got out of there as well as you did. You're lucky they didn't lure you into a deal you couldn't get out of.
It would be kind of funny if they had tried. Ironic, really. How many deals with cosmic entities can I make in one day?
What?
You're even more foolish than I thought.
Fuck you then. Not
I
even.
was just like, y'all are talking to cosmic entities. Just petting a pig.
Alright, well, Timothy wants to go a little faster, and I'm gonna start walking.
You named the
by the
pig Timothy?
I mean, look at him, he's very cute.
He's actually just chilling now. He's still terrified, but he's just like hanging out. He's it's like one of those cats that's like at this point they've just given up. Like, you know, the moment you put that fucker down, it's running off. But like in the current setting, it's just like, all right.
That's okay. I will take it.
So you continue through. I will say, as you guys continue forward, various ferns, tropical plants, you do come across what look to be like kind of plantain-esque fruits on a couple of trees. You see some sort of like pod-like fruit-esque thing growing off of a tree. If you're None of you are from this kind of area, so none of you recognize it. It would be comparable to like cocoa, but
We don't know that.
no, you just see some kind of pod thing growing off a tree, kind of yellow looking. But you do see like, I mean, there's enough trade in Caining. Like you recognize like at least something similar to like plantains or banana.
I think at this point, Gerecht is just storming off ahead. And I do mean
No,
storming
no,
off
Nadia's
ahead.
storming off ahead.
They're trying to storm off.
I like to think that from Am's perspective, I just see both of you try to storm off at the same time and like happily racing each other.
Just
I think Gerecht was
angrily
going to
parallel
win
with each
that.
other.
I think Gerecht's gonna win that fight because Nadia is tiny.
Yeah.
So
Eventually, you guys kind of come into a small clearing. So, kind of in what would be like the centermost part of the crescent shape, suddenly there's a bit of a clearing, and there is a small pond, like maybe 30 foot wide, like nothing huge, but it is fairly deep. It's like you can see there's water coming up through here. You actually do see in the water, because it is clear enough, maybe 4 to 5 foot deep at most in a few places. You actually do see like kind of like crawfish like looking thingies. That's what we'll say. They're shrimp type, you know, arthropods hanging out in there. Maybe some small minnows. Nothing huge as far as that goes, but you do like some like crayfish type things. Seaweed. Well, it would be like lakeweed, but. And there is like a small little bit of a like grass clearing that kind of leads up into, now you see this kind of cliff side pathway that leads up. There's grass atop the whole thing, but there is a very weathered path. You can tell there are stones in place, but they've like the grass has kind of grown over it. A lot of it's remnants of. This is very aged. And you continue to see forest, but it's more of a clearing here. The clearing leading up to this area is a good quarter of a mile. Like, it's a decent little chunk of just plain grassland.
Nadia is not taking this in because I think shortly after whatever Gerecht says, after that immediate cooldown, she is now consumed with thoughts of what did he mean about where they are now, the cricket folk. She's just like, what is happening in Vashmir? Sounds bad.
It is. It's bad. You do see smoke start to, as you're approaching, you see smoke start to come out of some sort of chimney feature of the fort, like the small fortress. You now realize that the fortress in and of itself is maybe 50 foot by 50 foot. It's kind of this dome-like structure almost, and and there's a good amount of like land around it, like not a huge amount, but you can tell there's some sort of establishment up there, but the main feature itself is like dome-like, but there's like smoke now coming out of the center of it.
Walking towards it. Maybe lagging a little bit.
Gerecht is on a mission. We're beelining.
Okay, just
I
marching.
think Nadia starts lagging as her steam runs out. As she starts becoming consumed with worry.
What are you doing?
I'll remain at the back, keeping an eye on both of them, but also keeping an eye out for the mama pig.
If there's any sign
There-
of being
there's
able to tell
someone.
from behind from the tenseness in Gerecht's shoulders, he shows no signs of cooling off.
Yeah, and also knows there's no way she's touching any of this, so she is just gonna keep walking.
Do roll a willpower insight for me for pig taming,
Piggy, let me see. He's my little guy.
since we're working on Timothy here.
She'll probably rename him. It's another 5.
Okay. I mean, it's just still doing the like hanging thing. It's just like
That's alright. As long as he's
it's
dead.
accepted its fate.
Poor piggy.
It's a scared little piggy. I mean, you are marching it towards a stack.
It's alright. And I'm
It-
just gonna keep trying to feed him the little leaf.
There's fruit around,
I will go.
and you
well,
know, you know pigs enough to know they're omnivore. Like at least the ones that you have been around that were farmed were omnivorous.
While I can see they're angry, I'm gonna sprint off to the side and try to find any little things that I
Oh,
would. Yes,
it's
okay,
easy.
I'm
There's the big pod plant that you could get, or there's like the banana look.
gonna grab the little pod plant. Do you like this?
Okay.
Does he seem interested?
Yes, it starts licking the outside of the pod, which you now realize there's some kind of like
Kind of what?
some like white powdery like residue.
I'm gonna smell it.
Smells sweet.
Alright, now I'm gonna feed it to the piggy.
I mean, it's just licking it off the pod
That's right.
ravenously.
As long as he knows that I bring food.
Okay. I mean, it's like nibbling at the pod. You can tell there's like it's like the outside, like there's something in there, but it is yeah, it's distracting it. The pod is also maybe like 10 to 12 inches.
Okay, that works. I'll just keep holding it here and then just keep walking with them.
Okay. So you
I'm just
continue
trying to
your
find
way.
things to make it less awkward. So she's, hey
Yeah,
guys,
no,
look at the pig. Look.
as you see Timothy or Pigathy or
Do
whatever
either of
its
you
name is
turn
going to
around?
be.
Do either of them turn
I
around?
do. I think Nadia is like, you've probably caught up to Nadia, because again, you are much taller than her, so even as she just like starts to slow down, it's pretty easy for you to catch up to.
See, look,
That's
look,
very
look
cute.
see? And this is why
It's
we
just
have
you just
him.
hear smacking as it's like trying to pod.
Nadia will
Garrick,
try and
do you want
pet
to see the pig? You said what?
I mean, you could pet the pig.
Garrick, look, cute little animals solve every problem.
Gerecht shows no signs of slowing down.
Son of a bitch. All right.
You continue to march as you guys continue to make your way up this hill. As you breach the top of the hill, Garrick, what you do see is a very worn dome-like structure made of like the same dark stone that you've seen about the island. There are bits missing. You can tell parts of it at one point were probably window-like structures. There is a smokestack out top. You can tell structurally it's sound, but if it were to rain, it may leak. It doesn't look, completely solid. But this is very aged. Like the stone itself looks down. Now, around it, you do see, again, what was probably at one point some sort of wooden fence, but again, half of it is fallen or weathered or worn. You can see there is an area that looks like at some point was cultivated. There's like maybe a small, at this point, 12 by 12 foot kind of square area that was maybe at one point cultivated. There is a small well house that is dug. Doesn't appear to have any kind of rope where a bucket would hang, but you can tell that's what it was. You do see there is a door. The door itself, while still attached, is not the most sound, but you do hear from the inside like the crackling of fire.
Okay. Do I see any other signs of, like, recent activity?
Apart from like the obvious footsteps in the mud that are around, no.
Okay.
And they are Oz-sized footsteps. They are not Phelan-sized footsteps.
Would they be distinctly enough to be able to tell that these are clearly Oz's footprints? I mean, not that I would necessarily know.
You're not
but-
gonna. You just know that of the two people that you're with, these aren't Phelan-sized.
Yeah.
These are more standard's even the wrong word. No, because Phelan's pretty small, even for most people across Caining. This doesn't appear to be a small person in any way, shape, or form. Because again, Phelan's people are actually fairly rare.
I think what's going to happen is Gerecht is going to grab the handle with the grip strength that would normally be like, we're gonna rip this door off, but he would pause for just long enough and slowly open the door.
You slowly open the door. Oz is kicked back, leaning on what probably at one point was a bench that's been broken, so Oz has it like leaned over his arm. He's just sitting by the fire. There is a glass of wine. As Oz is just relaxing with their hat off. Took you long enough.
You couldn't have, I don't know, told us you were over here or anything. You couldn't have gotten us.
You look like you're taking a very good nap.
But did it occur to you we weren't taking a nap? We were unconscious. Maybe that's not the same thing.
I mean, same. First time?
I mean,
It's
no.
not your first time?
I have the feeling it is not your first time either.
No, is
What?
this so? Do you know
Going
what
through the
this is
ether?
then?
No, but I have not wake up unconscious on the other side.
Yeah.
Does that mean you know what this is, Oz? Is that why you're talking like that?
Strong word is no.
So you have no clue where we are right now.
Not exactly. But
Gosh.
kind of.
Oh my
You know who was speaking to us?
No idea, actually.
Oh my god.
Was really hoping one of you had insight, especially you, since you like to keep poking around in people's headspaces.
Yeah, well, I tried, and that.
Didi.
Oh my god. Is this?
Only
is
my
this
family
really-
calls me Dee Dee. It's weird hearing it from you.
That's weird.
Is
How do I
this-
know this?
Is this really?
I just
what...
assumed you already said it was because it's a common nickname. Now that sounds
It is.
suspicious.
What were you saying, big tall bitch lady?
I'm just saying, like, is this really what we're doing? We're just.
Relaxing? What else are we going to do? Do you see a way out?
I mean, there has to be one. We're not. We can't just be stuck in whatever this place is.
Did you bring dinner?
But. Excuse you?
Bacon.
No!
Oh,
No.
Protein?
Who eats meat? What's wrong with you?
Gerecht is going to grab the glass out of Oz's hands and throw it against the wall.
Oz will sit up. Okay, since you clearly have big anger problems, what is it you expect me to do? I came start fire. I figure... Does it make you feel better for me to tell you that you're safe here? There are no natural predators here. Does that make you feel better? This is why I leave you.
So you've been here before.
Not here, but like here, yes.
So you know how to get out.
There, yes. Here, not so much.
Do you know
No,
anything
we used
helpful?
to. Yes, I do. There's an easy way down, but don't know if you make it. You could jump. If you can survive fall.
This seems like
Or
a good
you can hang
experiment.
out. I do not do it. It is very stupid. It is death.
Oh, no, I was going to suggest that you go first and show us how it's done.
I like this one. You really should go back to my ship. I don't know why we're here. This is random.
You know,
Sheesh.
well, I
Okay.
have a burning question for you, Oz. What exactly is your relationship to vodka and the Goldies?
I want to watch all the governments burn. Goldies not so much. Goldies are absolute pawns and only there because no other way. I hate them. They're bad people.
Yeah. So why did you sell them information? And why
Oh,
do
I
you
didn't. They got information, yes. Not correct information. Information plausible, yes. Valid, not so much. Key facts changed? Oh, yes.
Hmm.
What I do with actual information, I burn.
Huh.
I don't hand it to anybody. I hand lies
Hmm.
because they think they so smart. They run everything. They're not.
And you wonder why we struggle to trust you.
No, I know why. But look how much I care.
But you're not just a casual associate. You were involved somehow. You have information from them that no one else would have. And you said Vodka wasn't dead when we saw his body get destroyed. So you know something about what Vodka is.
Walker does not die. I don't know what exactly. I know is bad, is very dark, does not die. Watch that person be stabbed and shot and blown up at least 3 times by now.
You spent a lot of time with this Vodka.
No, first time I stab him. Did
Yeah,
not go
there's
well.
still three other death attempts.
That was watching other people attempt and die.
Right, but you were there
When
for that.
The first 2 were rapid succession. This was when I learned, probably not best. I assume great offer made of I will kill you or you can live.
Me?
Hmm? Yeah.
Well,
No?
you heard it real time from Gerecht, because Gerecht, I must say, I was quite shocked on the turn from the last update I had was Gerecht barely not killing you to being yours was the first voice he told me saying to say no. And from the little back channeling I got, it seemed like you had a
Well,
personal
am I alive?
experience with the deals.
Am I alive?
You are alive.
So
So, what did you
I
have
chose
to do?
smart. Was help set up and hand over information. He very powerful. He not all knowing.
Oh.
I've
You
also
said
figured
I
out
wasn't
a
the
good.
first house he caught, so
I don't like that bastards. And I also discover about the continents away. Enough space, can do so much.
sorry, what?
Continent away, put
Ah.
enough distance.
How did you eat?
Hmm?
You and Volker. 'Cause it seemed like you spent a lot of time in Vashimir.
It was stupid. Just poking around getting information and got what I deserved, I guess.
In where?
Stupid place. Doesn't really matter. All I know.
Was it Vashimir? Look, have you been to Vashimir? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Recently.
Last year? Sometime.
And then Nadia walks up to you, Oz, and puts both hands on their shoulders. Do you know what happened to Porog? Do you know what happened to Alakhiv?
Oh. Okay. Um. This is not a conversation for you already this heightened. We need to. Okay. Clearly, you all need help. Even little dinner. Still gonna hope for that. I really could use some bacon. If you want answers, you do things my way, which is we eat, we relax for a minute. This was a lot. Physically worn. All of you, no?
Possibly.
Be smart. Have any of you recovered since we just dealt with Walker and all of the bullshit and the people with the no eyes? No. Maybe we eat, we rest, take care of things that matter first, like shelter, and not dying in wherever the fuck we are. I know there's no predators safe yet. There are storms.
Without
So you
saying
want
another
some of that
word,
bad?
Gerecht is going to grab the rest of the open bottle, start drinking from the bottle, and walk away.
That is not fair. I found it's aged very nicely. Sheesh. You don't have to kill the piggy, but there's a little fence if you want to fence it. Leave it in here, but the hoops on the floor you pick up. As it
Gonna
just
try to
looks at
press
you now.
some of them.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
as you go ahead, roll for it again because you've been feeding it.
9.
Although I will, that is a 9, and it is drastically reduced. That is a success. Also, you will notice the pig.
His tail?
Yes. If you look at it, its pupils are a little dilated. As you now realize it has opened the pod and is eating the inside.
As long as he's happy.
There is caffeine in that, by the way. So this is a now caffeinated piggy.
That's right.
And sugar, which the outside, by the way, of Cocoa Pods, it has like a sugary substance on the outside. So this is a caffeinated and sugared up piggy.
I think it should probably be kept outside, especially while we have limited shelter.
That is another fun fact. As you enter in, so this bottom part you can tell is like a hearth, as there's a small kind of hallway that goes into this. It is a dome-like room. However, you realize that this room is not the height of the building. You do see doorways. You can tell that there are other corridor places to this shelter. You do kind of surmise that in this room, you're probably pretty safe from any elements or rain, leakage, anything like that. Exterior and further out into the forest, maybe not.
What kind of storms are we talking?
Mostly really heavy rain, kind of windy, floods.
What?
Like lots of rain go, you know?
Is it going to flood up here as well?
No, we have high ground.
Okay.
Also, message from Tiny Angry One is checking out for
Oh. What?
the Phelan.
Oh.
Checking out the forest, you said?
Yes, impatient, but yes.
Oh.
Look, I will tell you what I know. You're not going to like your answers. And I will tell you in advance, you are nowhere near the muscle you need to deal with these problems. Just know some of what I did. It will help.
Nadia sort of lets that settle in and actually puts another hand on Oz's shoulder. I appreciate it. Honestly, even bad news, I just want to know what's happening.
You'd be the first princess to fucking appreciate that. Anyways, words or something fix as Oz will just start.
Nadia files that under deeply suspicious.
We are not salty.
Oh, what?
Exactly.
Garrett is taking a look around to try and see what the lodging situation is.
Yeah, so as you go, like, if you go into that hallway, you will.
Your
I
Um,
think
audio
you're
is going
cutting out a little bit.
Oh, hang on. I had it set weird. Hold on. There it goes.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
every now and then we lose half of
So-
what you're saying.
that's fine.
There
So you guys basically, are you looking around the outside, or are you exploring inside?
I'm starting with the inside, just walking around, bottle in hand, just seeing what the situation is.
Okay, well, the first room that you come across, what is like a store. It's like the first thing that you. So essentially, in this center, there is like this circular fort, and there are like 4 little quadrants on the first level. One of these clearly at some point was like armory, storage, that kind of thing. Another one was clearly food storage, as there are very dehydrated and mostly decayed remnants at this point. The next one over is kind of, you assume, was maybe like a kitchen. And this next corridor, there's like a few large kind of what look like half crates. This was maybe like a bath area of some sort. Then there are stairwells, like small spiral stairways up that are rickety at best, but functional with careful steps. As you go upstairs, you will then find, first and foremost, you find an entire flat space. Like, this is an entire level area above. You will see that it's all broken down now, but you can see framework where there were divided. If there were ever individual sleeping chambers, they were at some point set up here. As you continue back down, you do finally see there is like kind of like cellar doors that were hidden by a bookshelf. As you knock that off, you open it up. The cool thing about this is as you go down, yes, in this room you do see wine stores, but as you walk past, suddenly you see bookshelves. Aged, but there are books present. You see table, chairs, what was some sort of meeting room, council room. In the corner, you see some sort of table that had runes scratched in it. This was some sort of library, repository, and study.
Well, maybe we can unlock some secrets after all. Swig.
Oh, yeah. You will hear footsteps behind you. It's really unfair. I found that first.
Well, if you were more willing to share in the first place, then we could have had a much nicer conversation. I'm just gonna drink the bottle in front of them and walk past them.
I feel like finding this place in the first place. Nobody asked, where'd you find dry firewood? No. As Oz starts like messing with the wine taps to see if there's anything left in anything, there's not. And Nadia.
I'll probably be looking around outside at the area that we discussed.
Oh yeah, no, there's like, if you go out, there's like parts of fence that are kind of broken. Most of the fence line is kind of at the edge of these cliff faces, like clearly like a safety boundary. The fence line that is like to the exit of the fort, like, could easily, like, a few pieces can be picked up and the gate can be closed, and it would stop, for your intents and purposes, it would stop the piggy running back to, and would keep them pretty much allocated grounds.
We're still losing you a little bit.
That's weird. Hang on, I wonder if my sensitivity's set weird.
Yeah, that one you were just losing the ends of little words.
Mm-hmm.
It's that good old southern drawl. Your voice
Maybe.
gets lower at the end of every sentence.
It does.
Mine
That's
does as well.
actually just fact.
Indeed. I learned that in theater. It was fun.
Let's try that again. Weird. Okay. Gonna try that. How it goes.
Oh, get it, Eddie, go.
Let's.
Oh no, that's worse.
Yep. Other
Do not
direction.
hear any. Oh, maybe you've gotten so far that Discord's now suppressing you.
Fucking balls in hell.
Okay, we heard
Okay.
that very
Yeah,
clearly.
I'm just gonna. God damn Discord. It's fine.
Well, it doesn't help that
whatever.
Discord sensitivity thing is freaking backwards. It drives me nuts.
It's stupid. Take note, Discord. But yes, no, you can easily fix the fence line so that you do not lose the piggy. The piggy is also pretty happy at this point and is just munching on the rest of the pod. Very happy tail wagging.
I don't know, while he does that, I'll just be getting the fence set up.
Okay.
Feels very directionless and confused, so right now her only hope is to cling on to cute piggy. That's...
Nadia's gonna start looking in the like immediate surrounding area for like fruit or something.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
easily. You can
Yeah.
Yeah. You can easily gather, like, you find some of these plantains and bananas, you find some of these pods. I will say there is an odd plant amongst these, like just at the edge of the clearing. There is an odd plant because while all the other fruits and things are tropical, there is a small apple tree.
That's a totally different hardiness zone. As I walk up to the apple tree.
It's not let me be clear, it's not doing well. It is more shrub sized because it is not.
Okay, so it's like a
but
baby that hasn't thrived.
yes, and it looks, I mean, this doesn't look like anything else here. You've not seen another one. This is clearly a remnant from something.
Is there anything else around it? Are the apples in season or is it just
There's like one that's starting to be about ripe, and then the rest are not quite there.
I guess it would be confused about the season if being in this climate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take the one ripe looking apple and I'll bite into it
Okay.
immediately.
Okay. You bite into it immediately. It is somewhere between a Granny Smith and like what are they? The pink. What are they?
Pink ladies.
Yes, it's somewhere between those two, so it's not quite like it's so much better than a red apple. I am that person.
We're not quite a Honeycrisp.
No, we're not a Honeycrisp.
Yeah.
We have a little bit more firmness to the fruit, a little bit of sweet, but a little bit of sour as well. Gerecht would recognize this apple, but you just take a big bite. I mean, honestly, it tastes similar to one of the ones you've had recently. But this isn't odd. This shouldn't be here. Like, even from your observations, this shouldn't be here.
Okay.
I mean, best bet at this point, you're kind of like, okay, so at some point, the stores or something here, somebody threw an apple core. Like, this isn't right. But
okay, but it doesn't look like it was intentionally planted or cultivated.
not here, no.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep wandering around then.
Okay. I mean, you continue to gather various. You see what you can tell is some sort of like potato-esque plant. Like, you know enough. You're like, okay, this is some kind of root plant. Like, there's something here to that. You would recognize like green onions. Like, there's some herbs and things like that you can tell.
All right, and I'll come back with all my
Findings.
vegetarian options. Yes.
So, you see Nadia coming back with all of the vegetarian options, as also little Piggy, who is yet to be seriously named, is now wagging their tail at the sight of more pods.
Oh, what is all that for?
For us, we gotta eat, right? So, figured
Oh.
it was a good task to do, just gather some food.
No, that's great. That's much more important than what I was doing.
I think having a little mascot's very important.
Piggy is jumping on the fence.
Oh, you're very kind. And the pig.
Piggy wants the food.
You don't.
I will
see-
toss it.
Oh, shit.
Something. I'll toss it. Well, it was eating a pod before. Why not give it another one? What could go wrong?
Oh god. It gets super excited and starts running with the pod and just starts scarfing. You just hear like smacking.
Oh god. Tiny piggy, he's so cute. Love him.
Well,
I think
How does that work?
while this is happening, Garrett is gonna wander his way back towards the area that seemed to be the kitchen and just kind of take a better assessment of what's going on in there. Again, still just occasionally swigging now and then.
It looks like there would have been a setup for like a wood stove at some point. Kind of broken down, but there is a setup for a wood stove. There is like some sort of cold storage. You can tell that they used like salt blocks and had like some actual food storage. You can tell they're probably they made jerkies and preserved food and cooked in here. It's pretty not great. Right now your best hope is to use whatever fire you have at the hearth, but this could be fixed up.
I'm gonna check in the cold storage to see if there's anything in there that seems even remotely decent.
Nope, you open it, it has been picked clean.
Go figure.
Also, you hear squealing from outside as Piggy is now happily squeeing and running around the fort.
I love you. Also, is it just me or does this... Wait a minute. Oh. This place seems a bit eerie, right?
I mean, it's so strange. It's like we're on the edge of the world. Clearly, people were here once. Not that long ago.
No.
Not recently.
Long enough that there's
Yeah.
not much left in the kitchen.
Oh, are you
As
joining
Gerecht
us?
comes back out.
Nadia says, failing to
shit.
keep edge prickliness out of her voice.
Well, this place just... I feel like... I don't know, I feel like it's very odd that there's an empty place like this when supposedly the worst thing that happens here is storms. I don't know. Maybe it's just trauma speaking. Am I right? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll high five to that.
There clearly
No,
is a
I
way
agree.
out of here. There's no sign of remains. There's no sign of bodies. Someone was here,
Perhaps-
now they're not.
Hmm.
But our friends doesn't know the way out yet. Or they do and they won't tell us.
No. As Oz walks around from the side.
No to which part? You didn't say which one you were saying no to. No, you don't know, or no, you know and you won't tell us.
No?
I hate you.
Nadia's
That I
laughing.
will say chills too. Swig.
I don't know that any of you are ready.
What do you mean?
Let's have dinner about it.
What? That's the
As
most
Oz
freaking
will
shit.
start walking inside. There was reason I wanted drink.
What?
Also,
Garrett
at some
bring-
point... Yes. Also, at some point, we have to find a way to get Damon up here, yes? Because I feel like sitting out on beach forever as big a block of ice, not best idea.
Cannot believe he's already ice again.
No.
At least
I'm
if he
not
knows that
surprised.
he's safe down there, nothing can get in the ice. You tried before.
Fair.
That's- And you know, worst case, at least he's not at the center of some crazy ritual.
Also fair.
It could always be
I
worse.
wonder if we could use them in food preservation.
Actually, good point.
There's an
could
icebox
use-
upstairs.
See, hear me out. We could build it out. Stick him in back. He is safe. And it preserve our fruit. And bacon.
At least to give him a job.
How, how long was the walk, though? I can't
It's
imagine
not
it
a...
would be nice.
We will come up with pulley system. And by we, I mean, let's leave it to Didi. Didi will figure this out. This is what brain people do, yeah?
What, figure engineer a system to pull Damon up
See,
here?
she is already using big words.
How long did it take for us to walk up your turn?
I would say it took about an hour, just like kind of. It would have been more like an hour and a half, but the last like little bit was brisk.
What time is it in the day about?
I would say at this point we're about we'll call it about 2 or 3 by the time y'all woke up and things today.
Well, I guess y'all can forage. I'll go grab Damon. I'll just drag him over here. It's fine. It won't take that long, and I'm just gonna start walking out and going.
No. Let's...
We need to get him. We don't really want him to melt out there and just be by himself.
Don't think. Also, you can look. I don't think he's going to melt. As you look over, there's just like a little crayfish thing, like walking around on the ice, but like.
Well, I don't know what else to do, and y'all are doing important things, so I can do manual
That is-
labor and get him over here.
It is strong word. Why you do this to yourself?
I just have nothing else to do. It's either this or stare at the pig.
I already got food, let's just eat.
Let us eat some food. You need rest.
It's
What
not
are you
even late.
running from?
No, it's just not late in the day. I can go get Damon. I don't.
Damon can last the night, I'm sure.
I know, but we finally got him back. I just don't want. I don't know.
I
And she's
don't
gonna get all
think that
sad.
they're going anywhere.
I agree. But Damon is Damon.
If nothing else, they're in a block of ice, they're safe there. If not, when they thaw, we're on an island. Where's he going to go?
Still like the idea of using for food preservation. I think Damon would find this funny.
I think so.
Possibly.
But
Alma's
Why
going to
don't-
grab one of the little cocoa pods and start running. She's gonna go. She doesn't.
Alright.
She's-
Okay, springy boy with big steps. Follow.
She's gone. She's zooming.
Motherfucker. As Oz will just go out the door.
Nadia looks at Gerecht. I think they've got it.
well, that just happened.
So are we going to talk about that? Calmly?
What do you want to talk about?
You got very angry. I don't think it was really at me. You did say rather rude things to me about it.
Flash forward briefly to the outside view of Oz running down. And now there is an Oz on back being, stop it! As there's
This. We're doing great. We're doing great. I'm just gonna keep running.
This is this cartoonist vision that is going on outside during this conversation.
It's all right. Worst case, we'll just take a break when we get there.
And I need you real quick. I need you let's go Dex.
Dex. Okay.
This is going to tell the rest of the story of the way down.
Okay. 17.
Oh no, okay. You step on like a banana leaf and you almost trip and fall, but instead you fall but onto the banana leaf, and now the pair are sliding.
Amazing.
So back to you guys having a tense conversation as Oz and are sliding.
Shenanigans on the outside. Oh my god.
Great. We're just doing awesome.
I've been down the road you're on. I know where it can lead. You're right. Perhaps it was not you that I was feeling the fury at. But I don't...
I'm not just doing these things because I'm curious, though I can't say I'm not. Walker, I was trying to find out what was going to happen. I was trying to find something that would help us.
And I had to pull you out of that too.
No, you didn't. That's the thing. I got out of there myself. I asked you for backup. But
You were
between the two of
standing in
us-
a burning building.
Oh, that part, yeah, that part I did need your help with. I don't know what the faces are going to do. I was talking about earlier. That's fair. I got so many eldritch entities reaching out to me today. 4? Is that it? 4? Eldritch a word in this world? I guess so we're just gonna go
It
with
is I mean, it's a word.
It's a miracle you're still alive today.
It truly is, although I'd like to think some of it is my own planning. I go into many of these things with a plan. Calling out to the Faceless was desperation because we were losing. We might have died anyway. We got lucky that Braga's plan worked and we were able to run out of there, and I am very grateful to you. I'm very grateful to you that you carried me out of there.
As you say, carry me out of there. Flashing over to the others, Oz attempts to slow them as they are nearing a bunch of bushes and tries to grab onto a nearby tree. Instead, just grabs the branch and it swings the pair into the bushes faster.
All right.
And so, and Oz are now climbing out of the prickly bushes.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? Worst case, this is a fun adventure, and it kills two birds with one stone, right? Damon doesn't have to wait by the beach and be alone, and then Gerecht and Nadia can talk out whatever thing they were dealing with. That's also why I wanted us to go so bad. I figured you would follow me because of Damon. And they needed to talk that out. It was a bit scary on the way up there. They were very quiet and tense. They yelled at each other.
Are they like a thing?
No, actually, I don't understand the interworking.
Or is it
romantic
one of those
relationships.
other things?
What?
It's there. It's in the book. Anyways, let's go get Damon. You're right.
Oh,
What were they
but
fighting? They fighting about what?
well, so I think it seemed to be almost an entity in inhabitants situation. Nadia called upon spirits to try to talk to the woman who left us here. Her eyes turned silver white, and there was lightning across her face, and then there was a voice that was not her own. Gerecht talked to them as if she recognized them. It reminded me when Gerecht spoke in that one voice the one day and had the lightning and the whole explosion. So I'm assuming it's maybe a similar entity. I don't want to make a big deal because right now they think I'm clueless and stupid and I want to keep it that way. But they seemed very tense after that, and Gerecht and I managed to help Nadia, I think, and get that situation over with. she was free, but then Gerecht was upset that she put herself in that situation, and so they were mad at each other. And they wouldn't talk the whole rest of the walk back to, or the walk to where you
And
were.
that's why you have a pig.
Well, no, the pig was because we got here, we walked into the forest, there was a pig, I grabbed it, and now I have a pig. Really, honestly, I'm
I
just,
mean-
I think I'm
Happened
just,
before.
I think I'm just confused, and the only thing I can control is having the pig, so I have the pig.
It's a coping mechanism.
Yes, it's a thing I do, and then
You
I'll
really
open my
need-
little, I'll pull my cape back, and you'll see just a bunch of trinkets on the inside that no one noticed before, but it makes tiny tinkling sounds when I walk. There's all kinds of like bones and sticks and like little skulls and stuff, and just random dead things she's found. She'll close it.
You really need to come check out my ship. Okay, now I'm okay going to get Damon.
Okay, good.
So
Yay.
they begin to make their way. And flashback.
Look, I don't like this Oz character, but there's at least one thing that they are very much correct about is that we are way outgunned. These entities
And
that you're messing with can crush us with a thought.
what's your point?
What are you hoping to accomplish by making deals with them?
Well, I only made the deal with the one to save my life. So, there. But I'm trying. What I was trying to do all day since we got to Osavale was stop whatever Walker was trying to do. I wanted to prevent the war.
They don't care about the war. They only care about what they can get out of you.
That's fine. Be fair, when I started doing everything I did, I had no idea that there were so many cosmic entities. I didn't realize the Faceless. I don't even know for sure that the Faceless is one, but I'm pretty sure after the way he puppeted me. I mean, I feel like it's in the way that it seemed like he and whatever Walker is, they had like a real personal beef. It's so creepy.
The thing is, you make these deals with these entities thinking that you're following your own agenda, but at the end of the day, it's theirs. You become their puppet.
Again, I feel like stop talking to me like I'm a child who doesn't know that.
Well, you're either a child or a fool. I can't decide which is worse. Swig.
I'm sorry. You think that because I'm okay, first of all, you don't know a damn thing about me. I have been trying. I mean, between the two of us, there was one person who got captured and could not get out. It's not me. First of all, I had a lot of contingency plans when I went on my dangerous journey, and incidentally, if Aelin had not had the astronomical luck to have just had the person who stole his people's relic also be a person who, I guess, kidnapped you and also was then willing to change their mind and lead Phelan and to there, I had a plan for getting you out as well. And she, like, fumbles in her bag and throws the Watcher dagger, on the table between them. I was going to negotiate with Braga if it came down to it. I got lucky. We all got lucky that I didn't need to. Part of my plan was frame myself as a watcher, but at least there would be somebody who was willingly taking the fall, so they couldn't play the political game. And that's why I had them print all the pamphlets. That's why I was playing the bigger game.
How'd that
I'm
work
not
out for
making
you?
random deals with entities just to get out of there. Like, faceless, whatever. He's the only one I've actually made a deal with. I wasn't trying to reach out to what Silver's son. Good heavens, I was trying to find out what we were doing here.
There are a million other ways that you could find that out without getting them
Really,
involved.
name one. Name a single one.
As you say, a single one. As and Oz briskly made their way all the way down and have arrived at the Daemon Ice Cube, it is covered in, like, little crayfish. As Oz and are having to fight off little crayfish so that they can get to Daemon, as it really just seems like little crayfish are using Daemon as a cooler. We're so quiet,
Muted?
Can't hear you.
I have it muted in case I make random sounds or talk to Nissa like I was doing earlier.
That's fair.
I talked to Nissa
But
while-
basically, the pair will begin to wrap ropes, and Oz will be pulling out the banana leaves. We're gonna make a Daemon sled,
What?
if that's
What
cool.
leaf?
So, how do you feel about this deities thing?
Honestly, I don't know. I've honestly not dealt with entities or deities like that. In a personal manner. But from what I've seen, having a higher power try to take control of people and use people as fodder has only hurt me and tortured me in ways I can't imagine, so I will never steer anywhere near that. What about you?
Oh, I despise. I
Yeah.
think similar. They're all hateful, despicable creatures. Yeah. I think we're going to. You really need to get to my ship. How do you feel about travel?
I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, I don't really have a place that I think of as home. So,
So, like, think big travel, like intercontinental.
I mean, I would be interested. The life I have right now is not what I imagined I'd have by now, so I think it would be nice.
How does the broader world as a whole suit you? Are you one of those people that's like, oh God, it's so big, I'm so scared, or are you like, oh, big world, must see everything?
Oh no, God no, no, I'm not necessarily wanting to stay in one place, but I'm also not scared, if that makes sense. Yes.
Perfect. Let's yeah. So follow me this way. By the way, you took long way up. As
Oh.
Oz will start walking towards a stone. That's
No,
at the
there's
base.
not a faster way. Don't tell me that. Oh my fucking God.
As
Oh my
Oz starts to
fucking God.
dust off this
Oh
runic
my
stone circle and slide them. By the way, which is only like 10 feet away from where the footsteps into the jungle went. It seems that Oz knew a little bit more.
You are so full of oh my God, you're full of shit. You told us you. Oh my God, I knew you knew more.
I just have to make sure that you people can handle everything. Some people go, oh my God, life is a lie, and it's not good.
Fair. If it helps, I think everyone in this group has gone through enough. We're not that naive, at least. If it helps.
I can see that.
Fucked up, yes. Naive, no.
Flashes back over to Nadia and Gerecht's conversation.
I can't even remember where we left off. Was it
I
you
don't.
calling me a fool?
Probably.
Yes.
Yes.
That's exactly where it was.
Yeah, okay, great. And so you resort to insults once again.
You attribute so much to your planning. When really it all comes down to luck.
At least I'm trying to do something about it.
And you think that I'm not?
No, frankly, I mean, you know what? What exactly have you been trying to do? Take it back. You know, it's just you've been going off on your own, getting captured. You certainly did fight in the battle, but it's
Trying to right a lifetime of wrongs.
once again you're vague and unhelpful.
There's like echoing in the back of your mind, Gerecht.
Do I hear what's in these echoes?
It sounds like crackling and not happy sounds.
I know what it's like to lose everything. I don't want anyone else to suffer that same fate.
Well, newsflash, look around at you at who's with you. What exactly have I not lost either?
Phelan, Damon.
Just heed caution. You think you have nothing else left to lose, and there's always something else that can be taken from you. And these entities know how to get at you, right at your very core, and tear you apart from the inside.
And I think in this moment, Nadia can see the deep pain that Gerecht is speaking. Shouldn't be fighting each other. And she sort of reaches out a hand. Hesitates before actually touching you.
He kind of just looks at your hand, but doesn't really respond. It seems kind of a... He seems very numb at this moment.
Sorry. Gerecht,
I don't...
real quick, in this moment, you are numb. But there is a warmth that kind of washes over your face. And this, like, almost nudge of your shoulder that, like, nudges you forward. Like somebody's shoving you.
I think he kind of does that involuntary, like, as if something just nudged him, and kind of almost just seems perplexed as to what just happened. Sorry, I think I just went somewhere else for a moment there.
Will you tell me what happened between you and the Silver Sun?
I made a deal that I couldn't take back, and I paid the price for it. I'm still paying the price for it.
You hear a from outside. See, I told you. Look, way faster, no?
I mean, that was much faster, honestly.
Mm.
I can't...
There's another one inside of the fort.
What?
Yes.
Where does that go? Don't tell me it's where we fucking leave.
Maybe.
Oh my.
But it's not so easy. We have to reactivate it. It's the whole thing. But I have to have a talk with all of you first. You all want to go to stupid places, and I think we need to go somewhere else.
Just because you want to go somewhere, you don't think we should go where we want to go, just because you want to go somewhere else.
How about I tell you what I know first, and then you tell me?
That works.
Oh, so you're finally
Okay.
willing to be useful.
Guys!
Rich coming from
see
you.
this fucking circle right here on the ground? Do you see this fucking circle?
Yes, none of you look for nothing? What? You don't have
Guys,
eyeballs?
there was
Look
one
for...
right by where we were. It was basically a transport circle. It took no time.
This is what I use. That was second bottle of wine.
Well, then I guess you really were complaining a bit too much when Gerecht took it from you.
Oh, absolutely. But it's not fun that way?
Well, someone needs to make jokes.
True.
That's usually how it goes. My crew's not usually so angry.
But to be fair, you've caught us on a bad day, I think.
Is there a good
Yes.
day with all of you?
I have many pleasant days. Nadia says virtuously.
As Oz is like,
Mhm.
the lady of Valkyria.
I think Garrett almost is kind of look at Nadia like it isn't anger, it's almost more just kind of dumbfounded.
I have many pleasant days while my country burns.
No.
Well, you know, my father told me I had to be serious about something, so naturally, I picked being serious about fun.
Just that's how this works. Okay. All right. This sounds great. Okay.
All right.
Well,
Can you explain the circle thing? Explain
I
what
can
you where you
explain
want to go.
several things. So the fun thing, this fort, there are several like it, all along the edges of Caining. This one is new to me. I've not been here. I don't have a dock set up at this one. That's why this sucks a little bit. So we need to build a dock. We need to restore the teleportation circle, which is very hard because I don't know this one. But this is nice. Usually these places nice secluded. You can kind of be out of reach by the higher governments, which is cool. This one's new, so this one's mine. Call it Oz Island. Hmm?
Oz Island. Okay. And who is setting up these islands?
Oh,
Forts?
these old, hundreds of years. Nobody really knows. Ancient Cainings. There have been people pass through. That's a lie. Okay.
I was going to say, can we get some versions that's not bullshit?
Okay. Island fort initially established by Caining peoples over hundreds of years. These peoples come and go from these. Until recently, it was not easy to relocate these islands. It was happenstance. It was luck. They would live on them for a while because life was good and easy, and eventually they get bored and leave and try to find other ways. The kind of vagabond people. They live on seas. No? As Oz mentions this, you would start to recall, oh no, there were a people like pre-war that like primarily they lived in like raft villages like on the ocean and like on the sides. It was a thing. And then some of them got too smart and learned how to go beyond the edges of Caining and come home. They start to bring in trade that higher governments recognize and don't like because they see other shores. So government kills them because they have secrets others don't. Even though they don't interfere and they don't tell people, they're all dead. Well, most of them. Attacked by both sides, mind you.
All pawns in someone else's game.
Iron Blood, they attack because they think we help the North, and the Union people kill us because of what we know. So yes, maybe start of war right before myself and a few others, we land on one of these. And like stupid, I come back, but, you know, this was nice. But yes, my family traversed those seas for many years. It was fine. And that was when my mama always say, don't get caught on wrong side, but she did. So, she not right. There's no good side. So, it's all burns.
For once, I agree.
But here comes fun part. To restore Circle, we have to gather things, but it's going to take time, so we need to have decent residents to begin with, so that we do not die. We can rest and restore ourselves. Yes?
You said you don't know who the lady who spoke to us was. Was that true?
Yeah, no idea. I've heard it before. It's weird. But my people believe in many things. But something is wrong with Caining, is all I know. Because
you say
other
you actually
places not like this.
You've been to other continents.
Oh yeah.
There's like a sparkle in Nadia's eyes that she is turning.
Technically even other worlds, but that is whole
What?
other conversation.
What?
What do you mean other worlds?
This is why I tell you unlimited things, because people usually go and they're dead.
What?
I don't think I'm going to die, but maybe of curiosity. And she sort of like gives a
Because
sour look at Gerecht for.
I'm going to have you get along, because nobody on my cruise or on my ship, even as guests, fight like this.
You, me, and Gerecht?
Okay, fine. We work on this. We work on this. And, you know what they say, though. Curiosity, it kills the cat. But
Satisfaction brought it back.
exactly. As Oz will pull out from their bag a rolled paper that appears to be some sort of map. And that is where we're gonna pick up next section.
What?
Because shit's
We
gonna
got a
get
map.
weird.
Map time, map time.
Yes. Also, on that note, I will actually have an actual map of the island for you guys. And with that,
Oh,
I will
wonderful.
also be posting. I will also be posting in that, not just that, but a layout of the fortress, the options for upgrading your fortress, how you may do so, what requirements there are, what utilities you need, what roles need to be had. And so even in the meantime, you can forage and build the fort.
We get our
and
farming
build up the
simulator.
You do. That does include also eventually being able to, yes, recruit NPCs who can maintain things even while you guys are gone on adventures. And yes, I'll even allow Fabula points to do some of these things. so that you can also just burn some of that shit if you want to build things up, because there will actually be buffs to some of this stuff.
I was gonna say, I think some of those rooms might need some walls put up, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, that's a definitive thing. And yes, the teleportation circle does work.
You know, also, I just want to say, for the record, Eddie, I love that we can like have terrible character fights, and also I have not a single shred of doubt in my heart that we are totally cool.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
Do you
No,
have
I
any
love it
idea
because I
how
know that.
hard it is for me to call someone I hold so dear a stupid girl? I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm just like, or for me to be just like, no, let's just be mature and talk it out. I can see you're coming from like a place where you're trying to protect me and.
Mhm.
Just wait until, like, at some point, Oz and Gerecht are gonna have it out. At some point, like, Nadia and Oz are probably gonna have it out. And Oz are gonna be fucking homies, okay?
Oh,
Oz is gonna turn into a fucking pirate. We're gonna do this.
100%. I see it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm pretty sure Phelan and Nadia still have to have it out as well.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah.
And Um's just like, I like people and piggies.
Also, I gotta say something that's been kind of wonderful about just the way that Nadia and Gerecht have been fighting. Again, I can't speak on it yet, but like you are pushing the buttons. you are pushing some of his trauma buttons.
That's fun.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, it's
I will say
amazing.
there's definitely at least one or two words that you said to him that are definitely resonating in his mind right now.
Oh yeah. I'm also just waiting for most of this party to become a polycule again, but it's fine.
Yeah, what was that about flirting with Phelan?
And look, I'm just stirring the pot, okay?
I don't know. Phelan went full on daddy with Gerecht, okay, and was just like, listen here, you be acting all crazy and shit. You better stop it, because people are humans. And Gerecht was like, oh, damn. And Oz clearly has
It's so fucking messy, Taryn. So messy.
oh yeah.
It's beautiful.
I'm so for it. I'm so here for it.
But
That's
honestly,
kind of yeah.
as I will say, as much as Gerecht fucking despises Oz right now, like I can see the threads. I can see the threads of this actually possibly turning around at some point. Like I can see this actually turning into kind of like a, from I fucking hate this person to like, all right, you know what, we're actually kind of chill.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of how I think Oz is supposed to be, is like an asshole, and then you get to know them and you're like, oh, damn it. I like this asshole. It's like, okay, shit. Again, the moment Oz was like actually going back to just save Damon and not bail on everybody.
Yeah.
Or, brought Damon back instead of just bailing.
Yeah.
Totes could have just done that and been like, oh, don't know what's going on up there.
This Damon as the refrigeration device thing, though, I'm so here for it.
I'm absolutely there for that. I think it's a great way to preserve Damon in the campaign.
And our meals.
Think so too. You're
really?
welcome, Jaden. I'll be sure to tell him our plans.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, but then, then if Jaden ever can pop in, it's really easy. He just pops out of the freezer.
Pops out of cold storage.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, honestly, he'll probably just be snacking while we're at it, just like, hey, what's up, girl?
Oh, fair. Also, Megan, if you're tired, you can go when you want.
Yes, I'll probably
If you
skedaddle.
see
Go for
Yeah.
And come up with a name for Piggy.
Oh my god, yes I will. I love you.
Also, look up pictures of javelinas, then make it fat. That's what it looks like, basically.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Love
Stop
you.
recording.
Hang on, I'll get that.